Billionaire Burke. Welcome to Music Speaks TV.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, like I said, first off, I done my research. I watched a lot of your videos. I read some blogs, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta start off by saying we're fans. First off, we're impressed by what you got going on.
Appreciate you.
Career. The name Billionaire Burke, how'd you get that?
Burke is my last name. Billionaire was something that I seen I was literally watching how at a certain point in my life I watched two pivotal things happen. Like LeBron went to the league. I didn't really watch basketball much until LeBron went to the league. And then a dude from Dobbs Ferry, New York, his name Mark Zuckerberg, he became the richest, the youngest, first youngest billionaire. And I was like, Dad, he from where I'm from.
Yeah.
So that kind of been and then I was in the street with it. So it's for a young dude, I was big on saving my money. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else was blowing their money, I was big on saving it. So that became a little nickname in my hood.
And the last name, Burke, I read on a lot, the name, it holds weight.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, it comes from my mother's father actually, and Burke, my great grandfather, he was a war hero. He was a war hero from North Carolina. If you look him up, his name is Miles Shirley Burke. His boat got hit with a missile or something, and he saved everybody on the boat. So you got him, the lady who made the structure on the dime, that portrait you see on the dime, her last name Burke. You got Biggs, Kareem Biggs. He's a Burke also. He's one of the founders of Rockefeller. So I'm just putting my twist on it now. Now I'm writing my part to the Burke history on.
That's what's up. All right, this being your first time on the platform, let's take our followers back to the beginning. You're from East Harlem?
Yeah, I'm from the East Side.
All right. How was your childhood coming up?
My childhood was a bounce around, to be honest. I grew up with my grandfather in Brooklyn. So I had to stay with my mother's father in Brooklyn till I was about 9. But every other weekend or so, he would take me to my grandmother, which was my father's mother, on the east side. So I always was on the east side a lot. And then around 9, I went to live with my mom's. And when I went to go live with her, she lived in the Bronx. My mother's a Bronx woman to the heart. She done lived everywhere in the Bronx. So I bounced around a lot. And then when I was about 11, me and my mom I guess in her heart, she felt like I was doing too much. In my heart, I guess I was looking for attention from her. So she kind of put me out, told me I had to go live in Atlanta with my aunt, which is her older sister. So I had to go to Sweetwater Middle School and live in Lawrenceville. And it was a culture shock because I was used to hearing Biggie, Pac, and stuff like that. And they was playing that down there, but they was also playing Kilo and Goody Mob, and I wasn't really used to that transition, so that was kind of big for me. I had to really adapt my ears to that. I also learned about rock, my favorite group is Smashing Pumpkins. I learned about Billy Corgan. I learned about Nirvana. I learned a lot about rock music also.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's the one major difference from Harlem to Atlanta that you can see?
Faster.
A lot faster?
Faster.
Yeah, like I said, I lived in Atlanta for a couple months, and the major difference I see from where I'm from is traffic.
Nah, the traffic don't bother. You gotta figure I'm always in Atlanta, New York, and LA. So that's the 3 places you're gonna find a lot of traffic. So it don't really bother me. I live in the North, so yeah, that way. I live in the North, so I like it. And Harlem is just, you can get places on the train. I ain't taking the MARTA. And it's just fast. Harlem is fast. You could get left in a very New York minute. It's fast.
Right. What kind of music did you listen to coming up?
Everything. I was having my mom's a Anita Baker fan, so I had to listen to a lot of that. She named my sister Anita. That's what's crazy. So I had to listen to a lot of Anita Baker. I had to listen to Betty White. I had to listen to Luther Vandross. I had to listen to Ron Isley. So that was in the in-house. But my mom's
Yeah.
really was like, she really introduced me to like a real wave of rap. I would say when Ice Cube made "Today's a Good Day," I think that was America with the KKK. It was, I think that was the album. And then the Chronic and Onyx. I could curse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Back the Fuck Up album. Those was like,
Back
that was pivotal. Like that and watching Menace to Society at the same time. Like I went to go see Menace, so I was learning like a lot about a lot of stuff. You know, it was a big transition.
And if you could name one song from your childhood that kind of describes it, what would that be?
Bitches ain't shit.
Bitches ain't shit. And why is that? Like describe.
Cause bitches ain't shit.
As simple as that. As simple as that.
Uncle Snoop said it.
And you started rapping around age 16. You said?
Like really, it was like 14.
Around 14.
I was trying to put the words together. I was trying to do my thing. 16, I took it a little bit more serious at that time. When I was 16, battle rap was real big in Harlem. T-Rex was kind of like, he was real young at that time. Around 17, 18, J Mills, a dude named Shells from downtown. They used to have this thing called like Battle of the Beats in New York. They had some like the Source unsigned hype, like they'll make you go to the ring and battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was really never my thing. Like I was selling crack. I couldn't deal with. I was like what Hove was. I couldn't deal like rappers' lives was like I gotta wait to get paid. That wait to get paid thing was just
You weren't knowing that.
was too much for me. I needed instant gratification.
Yeah. You went by Young Maverick back then, right?
Yeah, damn, you really did your homework.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit of homework. I like to know who I'm, sitting down and talking to.
Maverick. I used to break a lot of rules, so that was my name.
All right. And when you were young, like I said, you're young, you getting money, you trying to do music at the same time, but kept getting in trouble at the same time, right?
Yeah, bids. I was like, you standing on that corner. I wanted to actually get off the corner, so I stood on it more because I figured if I stood on it longer, that I could make more money to get off the corner. And it didn't quite work like that. Actually, the longer you stay there, the more they watch you.
That's common sense, yeah. And you don't think that when you're young, you get into it, you just fast paced.
Yeah, no, I'm really. My first drug I ever sold was heroin, so the money was different.
Money way different, yeah. So you started taking music serious around like age 26. You got your first child.
Yeah, it's like 26, 27. Like, I was trying to figure out how I could get out the street. Like, I had open cases. I went on a run for 2 years. And when I had my kid, I said, something got to give. And, like, actually, while I was doing my bid transition, and I actually met my partner. And he was a guy that was real smart in music, but just kept getting in trouble, like Fed cases. I knew everything there was to know about music.
Yeah.
Favorite thing is Motown. He could tell you everything. He could tell you Berry Gordy's story probably as good as Berry Gordy could, but couldn't stay out of trouble. And then I tried to do something with like a guy. I tried to do something with like a guy from my neighborhood. Well, he's from Harlem. He had like a hit before, and I kind of like tried to help it back out. You know what I'm saying? Help him back to his feet.
Yeah.
And that didn't work. Then there was another artist that I tried to help, this kid that I knew, and that didn't work. And then one day I just went to my partner crib and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to really break into this music, but I just spent damn near like 35, 40K, and I don't even know where it went. I ain't do no paperwork, nothing. So he like, man, you gonna be in the music business. First thing you gotta do is pick up a book and learn. So
What you getting into?
I started learning stuff, and then I signed a couple artists. I got a couple artists signed. I came in on the executive level, but even then, artists will give you their ass to kiss if they can. So I just had to show them that I could do the same thing I could do. It's just, I don't need no help. Like, I don't need no backing. I'm my own backing. Y'all needed me to get y'all where y'all going. I only need me.
That's real. Where do you currently live at? Like as far as
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
in the North.
Okay. CEO of Genre Defying Entertainment.
GDE, yep.
Let's talk more about the label before we get into the music. I remember Quan said one time, the best thing you can do is sign yourself. Is that what you did as far as the process?
Yeah, like, yeah, again, I don't need to be bothered with nobody else. If I could get somebody else popping, I believe I can get myself popping.
And under the label, you have producers and artists signed to you, right?
Yeah. For the management side, we manage A-Rap Music. I got a kid named JJ Singleton, and I got a girl that I did a partnership deal with, Atlantic, and her name is Raish.
Okay. What advice can you give somebody who's trying to balance out like both roles, like you are, as being a full-time artist and a boss as well, and having artists up under you?
Hire people who know more than you.
Hire people, okay. Explain that a little bit more. It's like putting it.
Like, the job of a boss is to know everybody's role. I can't if we need cereal in the morning, right, and we need milk, I ain't gonna go get it from a duck. I can't think, all right, yo, you know what, I'm gonna go milk this duck. Nah, you know what the cow position is. So the cow, you gonna get the milk, all right. Y'all want eggs, we gonna go get it from the chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I just know everybody's position. And I know how to make sure, I'm gonna make sure I put the people that's gonna excel in the position. If it feels like work, they're not gonna wanna do it. So I just hire people that's smarter than me.
You say you live in Atlanta right now, so like when I think of Atlanta, I think Future, Young Thug, Migos. A new name I'm thinking that I'm seeing is Gunna. And you also got him on your single, My Slime. So let's talk about like how that connection come.
I had the song for a little second. And when I put the song together, when I was formatting it, my manager kind of brought Gunna to me. I ain't gonna even lie and say I knew who he was. I didn't. And I kind of like paid it no mind at first, 'cause I was so busy working on my own thing. And one day I gave him a listen. I'm like, nah, bro, good, bro, hard. And then as I was down in Atlanta, I was handling stuff on my executive side. I went to go see one of the A&Rs I mess with. I ended up talking to Yella Beezy, so me and Beezy start talking. And when I seen Beezy, we went to Patchwork. We knocked out a joint. And then the next day I woke up, and my manager like, yo, bruh, I just watched where Gunna at. Gunna just got to Atlanta from Ohio. You want to go link with him? Because I'm speaking to his manager. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll go pull up on him and play him a song. And we go from there.
He on it. He liked it.
He liked it, and we just went from there.
You spoke on another collaboration. I wanted to ask you about Yella Beezy, like how that relationship started as well.
I had a song out called That's What I like in 2017, I believe. And I seen this kid, I thought his jewelry was fake, I swear. And he had this funny ass haircut. And I seen him, he coming in the Starlets. So I'm in there, it's me and my people, we deep. And he come in, and I seen him, like, we talking or whatever. But I'm not knowing who he is. I ain't know who he was. We just talk. He's like real cool, mad cool. So I like, real humble dude. We just talking. He not up one yet, and he not, you know what I'm saying? That's on me. He just busy, like, doing this thing. Like, I think at the time, I don't even remember the song he had out, but I know they was playing it in Starlets. So I'm over there, I'm talking to him, he talking to me. And we end up talking again a year later. And I'm like, yo, you remember me? Like, nah, bro. And I'm like, and then I told him what he was wearing and what we was doing. He said, oh, man. And we just started talking. He like, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing much. I'm over here at Mean Street. He like, I'm over here at Patchwork. He like, pull up. So I just went over there, and then I played him the song. He like, all right, let's do it.
That's why you never know when the relationship's going to link back up in the future.
Yeah, you never know.
You talked about lessons that you learned, from Gunna and Yella Beezy. I want you to explain that because I thought it was dope when I heard that. Developed into a better artist by watching them.
Oh yeah, nah. Like, I used to write a whole song out and then had to remember the cadence to the song. Which my favorite time to write was on planes. I used to write my whole song on a plane,
Okay.
but then I would forget what the cadence to the song was. So it would take me so long to get the song in pocket. So when I went seeing Beezy did it one line at a time. I'm like, damn. So he did one line at a time
Just punch in.
and then did the song. It took him like 35 minutes probably to get it all the way completed. I'm like, damn. And then right after that, Tokyo Jets came in. And he did one with her, and they knocked that out quick. So I was like, all right, I ain't really paying no mind the first day,
Yeah.
cause I ain't, I was like, all right, maybe that worked for him. Then I went and I seen Gunna, and Gunna sitting like right next to Turbo, like they like Turbo sitting right, Gunna sitting right here, Turbo sitting right here, and the mic is hanging, and I just watched him, and I'm like, oh, he just like not saying nothing, he just like telling Turbo to keep playing it, and he just like mumbling a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he just about to do anything at first. And then he like, all right, I got it. I'm like, got it? It don't sound like nothing. And then he said the whole song, and it was like, I'm like, how did he get to that point from, I said, I'm messing up. It's taking me too long to get it. So I like, you know what? From now on, I'm going to just go in there blank and get it from that. So that was like, that was it. I just knew from then on I had to just go on and get it straight from there.
That's dope. Yeah, because like I said, like when you're in the studio, the time is, I'm saying, the time is money. You can't be sitting in there trying to figure out your next
Yeah,
move
you
and
definitely
everything.
can.
So, yeah. All right, the phrase "my slime." A lot of people, think of it being like an Atlanta term or anything, but I heard you talk about something, that was interesting. Can you, like, the first time you heard it, "my slime"?
Nori, 2003, Nori, 2003, 2004.
So like 15 years.
Yeah, like 2003, 2004. Nori was big on drinking some wine called sangria. And he used to just always talk to us. One of his artists, Mussolini, used to live in my godbrother's building on the first floor. So he used to always come over there on Arthur Avenue. So we used to always hear him say slime. And then from him saying slime, I guess when he left, because he left around that time, he went to move to Miami. And at that time, all of like the displaced people from New Orleans was living in either Atlanta or Miami. And Cash Money and them was down there. So at that time, I started hearing Wayne pick up on it a lot. So Wayne started saying slime a lot. And then I'm like, all right, cool. But Wayne wasn't, as big as Wayne was, he wasn't saying it enough to where it branded.
Yeah.
And then you have Vado. Vado made mixtapes and everything. Like, his actual ad-lib was slime. So it was like, but I guess he didn't get to the pinnacle of masses of where, and then like Thug just made it a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like he made it like, he mixed slime and slack together. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Slime love all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he kind of like, he gave it a language, he made it a lifestyle and branded it. So it's like, you just see Slimy, like, that's Slimy.
That's slime. All right, let's talk about Rise to Greatness. It dropped August 30th, right?
Yeah, August 30th.
All right. What was the influence behind like the project name?
Well, I always said when I was younger I would name my project Refuse to Fail. By the way, I'm working on that right now. But I felt like people took advantage of me a lot. Like they took advantage of a lot of stuff that they seen the hunger and they misused it. It's good to be used, it's bad to be misused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they misused a lot of stuff, and I was like, yo, I see all the stuff y'all doing, y'all trying to break me. You know what I'm saying? Either financially, not giving me the help, there's things I needed to get plugged to, and I'm actually showing like I'm gonna do the work. Like I ain't asking you to just You know what I'm saying? It's like you give me the eggs, you give me the milk, you give me the butter, you know what I'm saying, and you give me the batter. I'm gonna make the cake. I'm not asking you. I'm just asking you, yo, where'd you get that particular batter from so I can go buy it on my own?
Facts.
And it's like everybody like they're trying to hold it, and I'm like, information is meant to be shared. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, my information is valuable. I'm like, yo, but you can learn a lot from a dummy also. So, you know, you want to hold it, go ahead, hold it. It ain't it's valuable to you, but you yourself have no value. Nobody's gonna come to you because you've already shysted and did so much sneaky stuff that now your information, your best bet is to actually help somebody get somewhere so you can say, look, see him, I helped him. Now you might slime another 10 people and people don't mess with you again until you help somebody else get where they need to go. But it was just so much slime going on that it was like, all right, you know what? Y'all want to gaff? Y'all want to do this? I'm going to make it out of this situation. And, I mean, there's only like 2 times in my life I ever felt the way I felt now. One when I was in jail and everybody was shitting on me. I was like, yo, hell have no fury like a nigga when he get out of jail. And I feel like hell have no fury like a nigga who make it in the industry. Because I'm going to be brutal. I don't know mercy. I don't want to show you mercy. I don't want to. Now, if you never cross me, it's going to be all love until you give me a reason not to. But if you cross me, I'm not even going to say, yo, you remember you crossed me? It's just going to be, yo, nah. You know we ain't like that.
Yeah.
What you mean? You know we ain't like that. Now, me telling you, you know we ain't like that, you could take it one way or the other. You could take it as, all right, he just told me blatantly to my face, you don't fuck with me, or you might see somebody do something bad to you for you not taking it the right way. All I'm saying is, I don't want no problem with you. You shouldn't want no problem with me. I don't mess with you like that. And that's that.
Facts. So on the project, you got 13 songs.
Yeah.
How many visuals can we expect?
Right now, 2 is out. You got 10 Toes Down is out. I shot that in Miami. You got Bust 'Em Out the Pack. I shot that in South Central LA. I'm working on, I'm waiting for the visual for the joint with Gunna. I'm waiting on a visual with Beezy. I'm gonna do one with my homeboy Vito. I got a song with him called Pink Panther. And then I'm gonna do just 2 by myself 2 more by myself. I already did 2, but I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm thinking of something real special. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm thinking of doing a remix of something that's already on the album, cause I got a little vibe that I think that's gonna make it work.
Okay. And the My Slime, you say you get ready to shoot it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Gunna to, you know, he's kind of like a busy person these days.
Yeah.
And Beezy on tour, but Beezy at least, you know, he hit me back. He told me when he get off tour, it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Our birthdays is 5 days apart too, so it's like he get off tour right around our birthday time. So I'm gonna let him do what he do first, and then
Might be able to make it happen.
we're gonna make it happen.
That's what's up. You gonna shoot that in Atlanta, the Gunner?
The Gunna joint, yeah, I want to shoot in Atlanta.
And then Beezy?
Beezy, I want to shoot in Dallas, but the idea I got for it so big, I'm thinking either Atlanta or I'm gonna shoot it in LA.
And you say you got another project in the works right now?
Yeah, Refuse to Fail.
Okay. How far are you along with that?
Just started. I just started out roughly. You don't know what's gonna stick and what's not gonna stick,
Yeah.
but I know the direction for it. The direction is totally different from Rise to Greatness, so it's gonna be a lot of street aggressive music, a lot of club aggressive music.
And I heard you say like you starting to feel accepted in Atlanta but not loved yet. Can you explain the difference?
Yeah, like I feel accepted. Like they mess with me. I go to studio, I talk to people. People talk to me. You know, DM with certain people. We talk, but the love ain't there, and I don't blame them. I ain't. You know, I'm not. Yo, y'all gotta accept me. Nah, like people that came through Atlanta stole all the sauce and left, and didn't give nothing back to the town. So it's like, it is what it is. I mean, what can I do?
How do you feel about the support you get from New York or the lack of support?
I don't feel no way. They ain't support 50. He got rich. You know what I'm saying? They ain't support Ja Rule. He got rich.
Facts.
Ja broke in California. You know what I'm saying? His records impacted in L.A. I don't feel no type of way.
That's facts. All right, now with you being from New York, I gotta ask about this topic. Like Takashi 6ix9ine, we all know what he currently doing, right now. So like, if he gets out, do you think he can have a successful career?
Funny thing, I got a song with Takashi. I couldn't put it out.
Couldn't put it out.
I couldn't put it out because people around was like, yo, just drop it when he first got locked up. And I was like, nah, like,
Yeah, to kind of wait.
nah, I couldn't. That wasn't nothing to wait about. I'm gang affiliated. I couldn't. I know rules and regulations. I know better. So I just kept the song and kept it pushing. And what he doing, he not a gang member. He don't know, like, you can't make me white at this age and expect me to know how the white people act.
Facts.
Or make me a Latino and be like, you an honorary Latino today. Now you gotta know how to speak Spanish and, you know what I'm saying, make rice and gandules the right way. Don't burn it. You can't, he's who he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either you with it or you not.
Yeah.
And
I kind of seen it going the same way. I mean, I can't lie, I was entertained. I was entertained by the antics and the clout and all that, but I kind of seen it ended up bad.
It's certain things that, I just pay attention, I read well. Their investigation started before he got to them. That's first and foremost.
Yeah. Okay.
That investigation started before he just put a light on everything.
Yeah.
And
the amount of money that started coming in.
Yeah, because they felt like, and then it was, listen, man, no amount of money should make your character weaken. You know what I'm saying? And I wish all them gentlemen the best.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll end it like that. As far as like being connected in the industry, like what's one artist that you still would like to collaborate with that you haven't? Like one major artist.
Elton John.
Elton John. Okay. And what's Billionaire Burke's top 5 artists of all time?
I can't. That changes too much. I can't give you all.
Too much.
I can't give you all time. I could give you like top 5. It depends on
top 5 like,
my life, because it's genres of music.
Oh yeah. Different times, different.
I'm gonna say Mike. Mike influenced everybody. Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Definitely gonna say Big. Big was different. Too Short. Cause I like the way he say bitch. Snoop. 2 Chainz. Titty Boy is. I wish people really listen to Titty Boy. He different. I gotta give Jeezy his props. Jeezy molded me a lot when I was going through hard times. Rose molded me a lot when I was going through hard times, because it's different to hear people talk about what you're going through. Hove, because he made me have a business sense of mind. He made me think bigger. Like, LL is a GOAT. Let's not ever forget LL is a GOAT. But people love Hove because the business mind. Like, LL was the actor and the musician and that, but Hove was making them big. So everybody just wanted to be big, the biggest of what they was doing. And Hove made you really think. My favorite artist, he got weird antics. I love him to death. He just got weird antics. Kanye West, that's my favorite artist.
Kanye, okay.
Because I dropped out of college to sell dope. He dropped out of college to keep doing music. Like, I didn't see that as a means to an end. I wanted to just, I didn't want to spend 8 hours of my day in school. I felt like I was missing 8 hours of money.
Speaking of Kanye now, what's your favorite album by him?
Oh, by Ye, I would have to say Graduation.
Okay, Graduation. Yeah. What's your favorite song of Graduation? If you had
Flashing Lights.
Flashing Lights. The production on that is crazy. Like, they took the
damn. Flashing Lights. I could.
Yeah,
there's so many songs. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Flashing Lights.
It's different. All right, as far as the label, genre-defined entertainment. Where do you see you being at in the next 5 years?
5 years,
Yeah.
we gonna be like if the Decepticons got cool with the Autobots. We gonna be that. We gonna be the new Ford Motors. We gonna be the new McDonald's. That's us.
Facts. And where can the followers find your music and everything related to the label?
Billionaire Burke. All you gotta do is just go to Billionaire Burke. Burke with an E at the end. Burke. You can find me on all platforms, everywhere, and I'm not doing weird antics. If you see it, it's me. I'm not gonna try to be somebody else. I'm too old for that. My kids probably slap the shit out of me if I try to be somebody else.
So you ain't with no clout chasing?
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. I'ma just be me.
Just be you. Facts. So like I said, we definitely like to thank you, for stopping by the platform.
I thank y'all for having me.
So any last shout outs you want to give out?
Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everybody that mess with my music. Shout out to all the DJs, my old DJ Matter movement. Shout out to GDE. Shout out my grandmother for putting up with my shit.
All right, Billionaire Burke, Music Speaks TV. We out.